In case you didn't know, we love ABI CARTER, winner of the last season of American Idol. And I've had a few requests from fans, viewers, thank you very much for your suggestions, to check out her new song called Peppermint Sky. And I see that it was a co-write between three people: Michael Edwards, Holden Miller, and ABI CARTER. So I'm excited to share it with you now. Yes! I love him so much. Cool voice, again connected, but much more breath flowing.
You don't want a mic stand just hanging around.
I keep me where the light is.
Yeah. Welcome back to the channel. You're on Best to Hear, your vocal coach from Johannesburg, South Africa. And to those of you who have become used to my regular posting 3 times a week, I just want to apologize that there was nothing posted in the last week. The reason is that I have been sick. I still am a little bit sick, but I just couldn't wait to get back into it, and share some new things with you guys. So thanks for your patience if you're a loyal follower. So let's check out this song by ABI CARTER, the official music video released late in July, called Peppermint Sky.
She shines like the peppermint sky in the middle of the night, in the middle of the night. She walks with her Coca-Cola hair. See her everywhere, yeah, I see her all the time. I wonder if it's by design. You love and you fall and it hurts every time. When the sun and the moon, they collide, no amount of dark could hide her light.
That's cool. So it seems like the song begins with the chorus, which is interesting. I did some research in the last week while I was lying around just trying to get better, and came across some very interesting material about one of the most successful songwriters and producers of the last more than 20 years, almost 30 years, called Max Martin. You might be familiar with him, but he wrote I think 27 Billboard #1 hits since like 1995 or something. Incredible writer and producer. And then I came across some research that said that the average intro to a song, a pop song, in the last few years has become something like 7 seconds. Whereas in the 80s, for instance, when many incredible songs were written, the intros were typically 20, 23, 25 seconds. And I think it all has to do with how quickly we want to hear something that stimulates us. We've become so used to getting everything quickly. If I wonder about anything, like where is Uzbekistan, then I just grab my phone and within 10 seconds I know. Whatever. We have such quick and constant access to any information. And I've noticed with young people, 20-year-olds and younger, when they share music with you, they almost never listen to the whole track. Almost never. It's the rare exception. People play like a verse and a bit of a chorus, and then they skip to the next song. So Max Martin also talked about how deliberate you have to be with catching your listener within the first 7 to 9 seconds. So this is interesting. It had a long sort of droney vibe, sort of on the A. This seems to be an A major. which was quite long. But with the visual of the video, it was fine. And then da 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 da, she shines like the peppermint sky, straight into the chorus, which is smart. So it's low-ish. Now, I've talked many times about Abby. I've analyzed many of her American Idol performances. You should go and check it out. There's a playlist on my channel called American Idol. And I've talked about how she has great vocal skills. She can sing quite low, the low F sharp and even the low E in some places, not in the song, but I've heard her sing that. And then when she goes into the higher octave, that's where her voice really, really shines. So it's interesting that she starts with the chorus, and it's interesting that the chorus sits in the lower octave of this song. Interesting.
I told her when we're older, we'd move to somewhere colder. She left and I still love her. Some friends just lose each other. Handprints in the concrete. It's always bittersweet, but she shines like the peppermint sky in the middle of the night, in the middle of the night. She walks with her Coca-Cola hair. See her everywhere, yeah, I see her all the time. I wonder if it's by design. You love and you fall and it hurts every time. When the sun and the moon, they collide, no amount of dark could hide her light.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so the verse also sits low. There is a beautiful warmth in her tone, isn't there, in the lower octave? And I think it's smart of her to write it like that. So we can really just enjoy that, the quite emotional characteristic of that tone, that slightly darker tone in the lower octave. That's beautiful and warm. Again, she sings well in the sense that every word is beautifully energized. Of course, this is studio, but even in her live performances, that was often my comment. You can hear every word she says, which is important. Hello, it's a song. The story of the song is in the words. So if you can hear the words, then great. That is like a prerequisite. That should be non-negotiable, So she does that well. And it seems like the song, when I listened to it quickly this morning, I was like, oh, it's about her. And then I was like, now that I listened again, oh, it's about a friend. So I'm not quite sure. Hopefully we'll get clarity as the song goes along. Maybe if you know, maybe if you've heard some history on the song, maybe she's done some shorts on TikTok or Instagram or something. I haven't gone and looked, where she said what the origin, what the idea, what the reason for the song is. Then please let us know. But yeah, it's just lovely. It has a little bit of a country vibe. It's that BPM, that tempo. And of course, the role the acoustic plays makes it a little bit country for me. The way that it does. It's not country, a little bit country for me. And also the melody. It's a bit of a country melody. It's pop, but yeah, interesting. This kind of production is not country.
No amount of dark could hide her. No amount of dark. No amount of dark could hide her light. No amount of dark. No amount of dark could hide her. No amount of dark.
It's still pretty low.
Dark could hide her light. No amount of dark. No amount of dark could hide her. No amount of dark. No amount of dark could hide her light. She shines like the peppermint sky in the middle of the night. Could hide her light. She walks with the Coca-Cola hair. See her everywhere. I wonder if it's by design.
Yeah. Okay. So then in the bridge, it is repeated. The bridge is repeated 8 times with a build, which is nice. It's a very typical contemporary way of, building a song, in the structure of a song. However, I think maybe if there was maybe one change of lyric, a slight change of lyric in the second half of the repeats, I think that would have been nice. It just basically built in the production, right? So more sound, more layers of sound. And then she goes higher suddenly, and that's beautiful. She goes to the higher octave, from the A4 into the E5. Beautiful. That's where her voice shines. There's a extra bit of glimmer, a beautiful edge on the sound, on her sound in that range. So that's beautiful. And then she ties that part of her range over at the end of the bridge into another chorus. The chorus is where it normally sits, lower, but then there's this higher secondary part that she sings in that higher range, which just makes that last chorus special. I like that. I think that's beautifully. It's quite a short song. I mean, the whole video is 3 minutes and 12 seconds. So it's short, definitely by design. So nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I like it. I do think it's about her. I think she's singing about her and her story, which is nice. Makes sense. I don't like it when songs fade out. That's just a personal thing, but I really don't like that. I think you should finish a song. Finish it with a sudden stop if you want. That can work really well. It works well in thousands of songs. Or finish it bigger. I think maybe in the case of this song, finishing it smaller and suddenly, maybe, I don't know what the words are. Da 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 da. And then just done. Fading it out. I don't love that. I think that's definitely a decision that her and the producers talked about and decided I want to do that. But I think it's not very satisfying to me. I like it when it finishes. But anyway, like I said in the intro, huge fan of Abby. Love her voice. Love the way she writes. And I really, really wish her well. I hope that the platform that Idol created for her really is a launching pad for her, and that she will continue to surround herself with the right people, and that she will stay true to herself, and that she will keep writing music that fills her own emotional tank. The danger is always when a label or a deal that you have with even with publisher or whatever, sometimes they can be quite prescriptive about what you need to do and what direction you need to take. And I think the battle is on, especially if you're young. You have to just stand on how you feel about it and what you feel needs to be said and how you want to communicate with your audience. For longevity, I think that's super, super important. So I really hope that she does that. Thank you for spending the time with me. I appreciate it. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't subscribed, why don't you do so? It takes 3 seconds and it would really help the channel. Until next time, I want you to remember that your voice matters.